Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm doing your daily horoscope for October 23rd. Today is a solar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse. And today has been a really hard day. And to be honest, I have been very emotional since I came home today. I've had a lot of stuff happen in my personal life, and I guess I kind of had a breakthrough. Solar eclipses are a day of, we're going through this Mercury retrograde still. So today was traffic hell again from all traffic hell because this is the energy. And then the solar eclipse though is really about transformation and letting things go and completion. And I wanted to share with you. I actually wrote this today. This was a first for me. I've always struggled with this, and I think a lot of you would benefit from doing this. It's just a little practice thing that I did. I saw this card today. It's actually said hope on the top of it. When I went to lunch, the place that I picked up my sandwich had this. And it was the first thing that I went to. On the inside, it says, "You're going to get through this, sending love." And by the way, guys, you guys have been awesome. You've sent me so much positive feedback that I really couldn't ask for more support, or better subscribers, or better, clients. You guys are all really awesome. So, anyways, I got this card and I thought to myself, well, you know what? When I get home, I'm going to write a letter to myself or just write down my thoughts. And I ended up writing this letter, which is very touching because, people always say, especially women, I feel like this would benefit the ladies more so than the guys, but guys, you should do this too. And it's a law of attraction, right? What we put out there is what we get back. And so the thing is a lot of times people always say, well, you need to love yourself first before you can have love in your life. And a lot of people don't really know how. They really just don't know how. So my challenge for you is to write a love letter to yourself and see how it feels. This is my love letter to myself. I'm just going to read it to you because it may inspire you in some way, and I'm here to inspire you. And pardon me if I get emotional. You guys are used to it by now, but it really gets me emotional. So, this is my love letter I'm sharing with you guys. It says, "Dear Beth, wow, it has really been a rough year for you. You've had an almost impossible struggle with finding a home of your own. Just a sweet place to rest your head and your heart with people who love you. That's all you've wanted, but the universe has challenged you so many tests. 16 moves and counting. That's quite a record. The thing you need to remember is that you've passed every single test. You've raised your vibration with every move. You've grown into a better person, with more light and love to share with the world. You are an incredible woman, and I respect you and love you so much for who you are, for who you have become, how far you've had to go to become this amazing spiritual person with so much love in her heart. Only you know how many tears you have cried, but I know each one of those tears made you brighter than the sun. And I know you are God's gift to the world, my angel. Whenever you are down, I am here for you. You are never alone. I wrap my arms around you when you are struggling, and I send you love every day. One day, you will see how much I love you. When a rich and handsome rancher dude waltzes his way into your life, sweeps you off your feet, loves and cherishes you as much as I do. You deserve to be happy. You deserve all the love in the world. You deserve a man who is able to appreciate you as much as I do, and who is loyal, faithful, trustworthy, and who makes you smile and laugh every single day. This man will bring you 3 beautiful children, and you will love them more than you've ever loved anyone, and you are worthy of them. They love you too. I know it may seem like you are under a ton of pressure, but you will succeed in all that you do, whether you win or lose, because I have faith in you. I admire your courage and your strength, your thoughtfulness, and the amount of time and energy you put into your friendships as well as your clients. Today is a solar eclipse. It's time you knew how much I love you, how much more life you have to live. I never want you to give up. I believe you will win everything that you deserve. I believe you deserve the highest value for your highest good or something much better. You will also get through everything because I will be there holding your hand the whole time. You will make things look easy. I will be there to guide you intuitively and to protect you. You have nothing to fear and everything to look forward to. Grandma loves you and Grandpa too. So much. I send you lots of love, big hugs, and big kisses. Angel blessings, unicorns, fairies, and magic. Hugs and kisses. Love, Beth. So, it's very personal, but I wanted to share it with you because it's something that I had never done before, and I feel really good about it. And I think that you guys will a lot of you will like start to understand, oh yeah, this is what I need to do for myself, and I just taped it into my journal like this, and I wrote on it, it says, letter to Beth, to be read when you are down. I love you, Beth. And, it's hard. It's hard for people to sometimes accept love for themselves, especially if they had a tough childhood or if they, didn't feel very loved from an early age. So the other thing too is I am eating a little bit of soup because I had a very hard day. And the thing is there's nothing more comforting than soup when you're not feeling good. And I made this really good, I call it like a lemon drop soup. And all it is, just to really quickly tell you, because it's a really fast recipe. And I actually have the chicken broth here that I use, which is really good. I got it at Whole Foods. And it's my 365 days organic chicken broth. And all I did was chop up 3 garlic cloves, like a thumb-sized piece of ginger, 3 scallions, tore up some fresh spinach, a handful of cilantro, a handful of parsley, a handful of curly parsley, so a handful of flat leaf, handful of curly parsley, and I guess a handful of fresh dill. And then I added like a half a lemon, or you could use a quarter of a lemon, and some leftover rice, or you could just make some rice and add it. And that's all that's in there. And it's the best. And you just boil it. And once everything kind of melts down, it's done. Oh, I think I did fry up the garlic. So you want to brown the garlic first. Brown the garlic and the ginger first together in a pan, and then add it to the soup. That's all you have to do. And then boil the rest of it. But it makes a really good, vegetable soup. You could always add in, the other day I made it something similar. I did like a roux first, what they call a roux, which is celery, carrot, and onion together first with some butter. I made that soft and then I added everything else. But this is just very simple and quick. So I wanted to share it with you. I always kind of do something healthy to inspire you guys. Now, before I left the house, I pulled a card because I had intended to do one of these readings in my car, but because I had such a crazy day, and I got stuck in an hour traffic jam, first thing this morning, which is Mercury in retrograde, I didn't get to do the reading, so I'm going to shuffle And I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to do the one that I pulled before I left the house for my reading that I was going to do earlier. And I'm going to do a second one. So this is for October 23rd. And this is crazy. So I just did this card. This was for yesterday. Isn't that nuts? You got the same card again. But it's funny because I'm doing these too. And yesterday I did, you're going to get what you wish for. And what you're wishing for is light at the end of the tunnel. So right now I feel like you guys are in kind of a, not a dark space. I don't like to say that, but like you're in a tunnel. And everything seems very dark. Everything seems very gloomy. Everything seems like never ending. Like it's almost like you're in a train. Your life is like a train, you know? And you're going through one of those really long tunnels. And you don't know when you're going to come out of it. You don't know. You can't see that there's light, you know, up ahead in 5 minutes. You can only feel like this pressure, this tunnel, you know, that this kind of like all-consuming negativity. So the first card that I pulled this morning was the Hermit, okay? And the second one was the Eight of Wands, which we just got for yesterday. So it's crazy that we're getting the same card again. It's just a continuation. You guys are really wishing for, or the same people are watching my videos, which is totally cool. I love you guys. It could be that, yeah, what you guys want is some hope, some light. So it's interesting that I read you my hope card, that the message of that is you're going to get through this, okay? Guys, just so you know, you're going to make it through this. You're going to get out of the tunnel. There is light that's going to pop up. It's just going to start. You're going to see it, and you're going to be like, oh. And because it's interesting that we're talking about light, because we had a solar eclipse today, and today, part of our light was blocked, and we felt maybe not so good. I mean, I know that I didn't. I did not feel good today. I'm very sensitive, and it could just be that I'm very psychic and I have a lot of sensitivities to things. I don't really particularly like solar eclipses because solar eclipses are trouble. Because, I mean, if you think about it, we get so much light, natural light from the sun. Even when it's cloudy, we're still getting light. But, I mean, if the moon casts a shadow, then we've got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not getting as much light. We literally are not getting as much light. And so I feel like solar eclipses are a real big challenge. It's just a hard day. It can be a really hard day. But the Hermit is all about, I usually say, it's all about somebody who needs to go into the man cave, you know, or the women cave. You know, you need to go be alone for a little while. And I almost considered not doing this video. I had a very busy day today, and I almost considered not doing it, but I said to myself, you know, there's people that are really going to be touched by my card that I wrote, and you're going to be inspired by it. And I said, you know, well, it's spreading more love in the world, right? And I need to do that. It's my challenge. I need to do that. I need to give more love to the world, and so this is my way of doing it. And so, anyways, yeah, some of you guys just really need to be alone. You need to be alone. You need to have your own space. You need to have your own time to decompress everything and to think things through. Some of you guys need to get out of the house. You guys, it's like, or it's more like you've been coming through a tough time, and there is light, and you're gonna feel all of a sudden like things are better. Things are just gonna be better. Some of you, I feel like, are thinking about traveling, or some of you actually need to fly south, which these birds are flying south, right? These birds are flying south. So some of you need to go south. Some of you are thinking about going south. And it's interesting. there's another quote by I was just talking about this, Robert Penn Warren, which talks about how when you don't know what to do with your life, you go west. You just go west. That's all, that's what you do. When you don't know what to do with your life, you go west. But in your case, those my lovely followers and subscribers, you guys need to go south. Some of you just need to go south. Some of you probably just need to go south, maybe to take a trip to go home, or maybe that's where you're from. Some of you need to go south to get more sun, to get into like a warmer climate. You guys need to travel. Maybe you just need to travel more, or maybe you're thinking about traveling. Maybe you're going on a trip soon, and you're not going south, you're going north, but it's just that you're going on this trip soon. The thing about the Hermit, there's a lot of introspection that the Hermit does if you're that person that's gone who needs to go into the man cave or woman cave. It's one of those things where you really need to spend more time reflecting on what it is that you want, and do it. It's a period of waiting too. Some of you are going through a time of waiting where you're just waiting. And it sucks to wait. It's the challenge is you need to be patient, and it just sucks to wait. And then for some of you, the period of waiting is over. It's over. The time of waiting is over. It's time to shit or get off the pot. You need to go do something with your life, and you need to just live it and be happy and love yourself. And other people will love you when you love yourself. They'll see the value in you, because if you see the value, they'll see the value in you. And that's why I encourage you to write that love letter to yourself. Some of you are going to get engaged, because it's also the engagement card. Are you thinking about getting engaged? Maybe you want to be engaged. Maybe you just want to get married. You're thinking about marriage and how you're going to do that. This is also a sign of a good outcome. So you're waiting on something, the outcome's going to be good. Okay? Whatever that thing you're waiting on, maybe you've been waiting for a time, you want some resolution to some things, you're going to hear back. You're going to get some good news. To me, it's hope. It is a card about being hopeful. And it's about knowing that the sun's going to come out again, knowing that things are going to get better, knowing that, I guess maybe that time of waiting is over for you, or soon to be over, and you're going to be able to move on. And it's interesting we got this card today, because solar eclipses really are, have always been for me about about change, it's sort of like it's interesting because it's like we got a double hit. We've got the Mercury retrograde, which forces us to slow down and to face our inner demons and to think about making changes, and takes away our computer because all the computers in the office have crashed, or something happens to our phone or whatever it is, and suddenly we have to take a look at ourselves. We have to look at ourselves in the mirror and go, who am I? Why am I here? What is this all about? What has my life been for the past year? What do I want to do in the future? It's that time of reflection, And then the solar eclipse is all about the universe degunking your life, saying, okay, it's time to wrap up, guys. The show is over as far as certain things in your life. The show is over, and it's time to move on. And really taking those things. It's just like, I think of it as like, again, it's harder energy because the sun, it's the light feels black, so it's easier. If people are more prone to depression on these days, you could feel like big highs and big lows, feeling like really, really good in part of the day, and then the other part of the day it's like crash. It's just like over, or vice versa, feeling crappy, during the day and then better at night. It's hard because things are kind of, just not quite right. And you can't really tell why that things are not quite right. And it's just the solar freaking eclipse. That's all it is. But again, it forces you to make changes, you know, forces you to look at, okay, these are the changes that have to happen in my life, and I'm going to implement them today. It makes you want to change. And it also brings the conclusion that you've needed. So, sort of like some of you need to make changes, and then others, you've already made the changes and you're just waiting for the follow through, the follow up. You've already made your choice. You know, you said, okay, I'm going to get out of this cave. I'm going to go be, you know, an acrobat or whatever, and hell with everything else, hell with what everybody else thinks. And now you're just waiting to hear back if you got the job, or you're just waiting to hear back, you know, I feel like some of you will do theater, maybe on a part that you applied for or something like that. Oh, I see too. There's an element of on here. Okay, it's interesting. Both of these. It's just a guy and a girl. So I'm gonna have. I feel like I'm gonna just say that I have like, you know, I have a lot of guy viewers, more than usual maybe tonight or today, watching my videos, and you guys, okay, you guys especially need to get out of the man cave. Maybe you need to get dating again, start dating again, start thinking about love, thinking about, you know, having a nice romance. And then you ladies, you're making a wish. You want something to happen, and maybe it's to see this guy, you know? Maybe it's to see this guy you haven't seen in a while. Or maybe it's just that your wish is to feel good. It's to feel hopeful. It's, ladies, your wish is to feel like you have something to look forward to. You guys need things to look forward to. You guys need to start making plans, because we're almost out of the retrograde. Now is a great time to make plans, okay? Time to make plans for, you know, once we come out of this retrograde, early November, what you're going to start to do maybe differently than what you did before. It's interesting because we got these cards. We got these cards before, and for one of my readings, I don't remember. Was it Pisces? It could have been Pisces. This is how it is. See, they're looking at each other. The guy is looking at the girl. The girl is looking at the guy. Right? Maybe you're looking for a ring, engagement. That's what you're wishing for. Maybe you're waiting for this guy to propose. Or if you're single, it could just be that you're waiting for the right guy to come along. But ultimately, ladies, you are going to get what you want. Okay? I'm going to pick 2 additional cards just for fun. I want to see specifically what else that you're wishing for. Okay? For the ladies. For the ladies. And for the guys, I want to see what you're hoping for. It's very similar energy. So for the ladies, this one was reversed. Strange. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to pick one more for the ladies. I need a clarification on this because it's weird. I usually don't do reverses. Okay, so for ladies, what we got was actually the Death card in reverse, which is really weird because the Death card is all about rebirth. And in my old deck, a Death card in reverse means not wanting change. So it's very strange. So you ladies who are watching this, you don't want things to change. And this is interesting because this is a solar eclipse day. It's all about change. It's all about, like, snap. You know, things happen, you know. Lights, camera, action. It's yeah, it's you not wanting, you're holding on. You guys are clinging on to the past. And you're clinging on to what you've known maybe known before, or what you've always known. Maybe some of you need to move away from home where you're considered to be home now, or maybe maybe you've lived in the same town your whole life, and it's time to move. It's time to have future forward thinking thoughts, okay? And you're wishing to be, you want to be a mom. Some of you are hoping to get pregnant, wishing to get pregnant. And some of you are hoping to have more like time to be outside, more time to, I guess, I feel like it's more time to be with your family, feel the love from your family. I feel like you really love your family and you want more time to maybe be with them. Maybe you're spending a lot of time at work, or you just have a very demanding job and you want to spend more time with your family. You're missing some family. You're missing family. Could be that maybe you're far away from your family, like there's distance and you don't get to see them that much. Also, I feel like for her, you're wishing for, I guess, the full package. Having the attainment of wealth and prosperity. This is a very green card, okay? So you want to feel secure. You want to be a mom, but you want to be able to provide for your kids. And if you are a mom and you already have kids, you just want to be able to provide more for them. You want more prosperity in your life. You want more wealth in your life. Maybe you've been living paycheck to paycheck and you can barely afford to send your kids to their favorite summer camp or whatever it is. And, your Christmas is coming, right? For all of you parents out there, and you're dreading it and you're going, I wish I had more money, basically. But, the thing is, you are going to get those things. This is the card about getting, this is the card about getting what you wish for. So be careful what you wish for, because I feel like for some of you, the caution here is to be more open to change. Ladies, to be more open, okay, to whatever change needs to happen in your life in order for you to attain maybe wealth and prosperity, or for you to have more time to spend with your family, or to do different, or to spend more time outside. Be open to change right now in your life. Now for guys, I'm going to pick a couple cards here. I'm going to do two. I'm just going to keep going. See, the funny thing is people I'm not afraid to draw cards. I could keep flipping cards all night. I used to do that. Sometimes I stay up very late, practicing with my cards, which is how I kind of can understand a lot about what's going on most of the time, because I spend a lot of time on it. But this is interesting. We have the fighter and we have the peacemaker, because I think of this as a Libra. Someone who's not able to deal with anger, and someone who really is. Someone who's able to kind of ride things out, Some of you guys, okay, I feel like I know what this is. So some of the hermits, the guys, okay, the guys are looking for, I guess, peace. Like, you're going through this. You're in some kind of battle. You guys are doing battle with somebody, You guys are having some tough times with something, some element. There's an element in your life that's, I feel like some of you, it's family. You're kind of battling your family members. You're doing battle with maybe another guy in your family. Maybe it's a brother, maybe it's your dad. But there's an element of you're fighting with someone in your family right now, and you're on the defense, and so you're very defensive, and you lash out at the other person. It's weird. I feel like you're looking for some resolution with this. You want this to be resolved. You want peace in your family. You don't want to have fighting like this. This is very bad. This is the Five of Swords, okay? Five of Swords is this guy who is like basically can be very aggressive, and he's basically flying through the air, and he's holding a sword. He's ready to use it. He's got two swords on his back, and he's got two. These birds are holding swords for him at the ready. So it's like he could do a lot of damage. Could be an Aquarius male that you're dealing with. You could be an Aquarius male, and having these issues with somebody else. Because the swords can mean like sharp-tongued, you know? He doesn't necessarily need to use, and this is not necessarily physical violence, okay, guys? Just so you know, this is metaphorical. This can be more like the energy, too. It could be verbal arguments, verbal, like saying things that are very cutting, that are very sharp. And then some of you guys, are actually maybe looking for, a knight in shining armor. Those of you who are gay or bisexual or, transgender, you guys are looking for another guy, basically, to come into your life. For those of you who are straight, though, this just means you're hoping that you're looking for romance because you want to be the guy, the knight in shining armor. So it's like you're looking for romance. You're looking for an opportunity to start dating it. Maybe it's like you're coming out of the man cave and you're like, okay, I need to start dating again. And you're hoping that you're able to do this. This is kind of what you want to do. But also, it's sort of like some of you are needing to let things play out, okay? Some of you maybe are getting over some past. Maybe it's the hermit has like said, okay, I need to get over these past relationships. Part of it is I feel like some of you are getting over some water signs. So like maybe if you've been in a relationship with a Pisces or a Cancer female, even a Scorpio female, and you've been dealing with like this person and she has caused you a lot of emotional stress. And this is why you went to the man cave to begin with, because she was causing you so much stress. And now it's like there's going to be a resolution. There's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to be able to get over this. Literally, he's riding over it, right? And guys, when I see this card, I do suggest you get some therapy, okay? You can we can schedule a reading. I'm happy to counsel you on your, relationship stuff. This is my forte. However, I'm talking also traditional therapy where you go and you talk to somebody for a couple hours and you basically spill your guts. You tell them all your deepest, darkest secrets. And you basically just have a one-on-one chat and have a little bit of talk therapy. Because you guys need to open up to someone. I feel like this person, the water sign person that you've been dealing with, could even be a Libra female too, is someone that has caused you a lot of grief. And you're maybe just trying to get over it, and you want to come out of this. You've gone into the man cave. You trying to get over this other person, and you're not quite ready, but you soon will be, because the hermit guy tells you, okay, it's time. It's time to come out of the man cave. Time to get back on the horse. Time to start dating again. I think that's it. So I've given you guys a lot to think about this evening. I'm going to try to do one more reading for the 24th for tomorrow, right after this. So stay tuned for more. My schedule is getting very booked up. I will say I think I only have two or three slots left for next week. And potentially maybe only one left for this weekend. And the other thing is, guys, I'm going to be away November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, so 3 days. So my suggestion is if you want to do, you want to get scheduled with me, I would schedule with me very soon so that I can get you on my calendar, because obviously I'm the kind of person, if I want to have a reading, I don't want to wait for two weeks to have that reading with that person. I have things that I want to talk about before then. So feel free to email me. It's elizabetholson31@gmail.com. I don't have a website yet, but I will soon. And, you know, thank you so much for sharing all your lovely comments. I do read each and every single one of them. I did a video about my pricing, my policies, and payments. So check out my video. I think I'm going to repost it on the front of my YouTube channel. I just haven't gotten around to doing that. But you can also read about my policies and payments and stuff under the excuse me, about link on my YouTube channel. So it's on the home page. There's links at the top. It says home, video, playlist, discussion, and then about. Click on the about link, and that'll give you my prices. And that's it for right now. So I wish you guys all the best. I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I'll see you guys again soon. My November videos will probably be done the very end of October. So stay tuned for those. Thanks again. Have a great night, guys. Take care.